Hello, this is Tasty Eats by Tess. Today we're going to be making fried chicken. I can't wait for dinner tonight though. I just love fried chicken. So let's go ahead. We'll put some, I have here some chicken thighs. It's probably about 15 chicken thighs. And we'll go with a little bit of onion powder here, about a tablespoon. The salt. It's about, I would say, a tablespoon of salt. I have garlic, chopped garlic here. This is the dried version, the chopped garlic. That'll be 2 tablespoons. We like a little bit of paprika for color. That would be about a tablespoon. And I have some cayenne pepper here. You want to use this sparingly. The most you'd want to use probably is about a teaspoon if you don't like it too hot. So we'll just go ahead and give that a mix up here. I like chicken thighs for my fried chicken. Also I use the legs and chop those up, or the chicken breast, but this is probably the juiciest version that I can think of. You can keep the skin on if you like as well, but in this case I have the skin off chicken thighs. So we'll just go with some buttermilk here. The buttermilk, you just want to coat your chicken. You don't want it to be lying at the bottom of your chicken here. You just want it to nicely coat it. Give it a really good stir up here so that it coats every piece of the chicken. And still a little way to go here just to make sure everything is coated. So it's not going to be like a marinade, really. This is just what the flour is going to be adhering to. So we'll go with the flour now. You're going to use, you don't measure this, just pour it in a very liberal amount, because if you have too much, you can always shake the excess off. But when you're mixing up the chicken, you want to make sure, it's better with the hands in this case. You just want to make sure that there's no very wet pieces, as you will see here. You can see that that looks very wet still. It has to be completely dry with the flour on there. Make sure you're opening those up because it won't get the flour it needs. So we keep going. Obviously this is not enough because it's still not coating it well yet. It's a messy job, but believe me, it will be worth it in the end. And as you're going, just make sure opening them up, turning them around. See, there's still a bit of dry spots there. Great, I think that's where we want to be. So we'll just make sure to put these in the pan on a very hot pan. All right, so we're good to go with. What you're going to do is put enough oil to coat the pan evenly. I have 2 pans on the go here. And that should be about a cup to a cup and a half that you're using for that. Just shake off the excess. Beautiful. So I think it's going to all fit in there. If you can see from this, there's a lot of flour in there. I just wanted to ensure that it's fully covered in the flour, just so that we have a nice crispy outer layer. That's what we're looking for here. There we go. And I heard somewhere that you can cover your fried chicken. So I'm not going to do both, but I will do one just to see what we come up with in the end. I think it should go on here. This one fits nicely. And it should be lower than the one that's uncovered. Perfect. All right, so that is beautifully browned. Let's just go ahead and get those out. You don't want to go with a temperature of anything much more than 350 for this. Nice and crispy. And this is the one that we chose without the lid. Oh, there's a nice little crispy bit. Don't forget those little things. They're very tasty. Wow. Great. Let's try the other one. We'll just check the other one and see if it's basically the same. I will say, with this method, give it just a little longer for the browning. Let's go ahead and plate this up. So what I'm going to do, this is my recipe that I already have posted, the creamy coleslaw one. I like to serve it with something very plain. So a coleslaw would go nicely with this. And I'll take at the same time a piece of the one that we put the lid on, as well as the other one. And we'll just see what the difference is there. So let's see how this goes. I'll try first the one that we put the lid on and just see how that works. Well, it's very good. Tender, juicy. Let's see the one without the lid, just what the difference might be in texture. I have to say, go with the one without the lid on. Although the one with the lid on, it shows that it's a darker color and it looks like it might be crispier. It's not actually. The best is the one without the lid. So let's try our coleslaw. And one more bite. I think I prefer this to the chicken legs, or the skin, even with the skin on. It's quite good, very juicy. I think that you won't be disappointed with this one. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Here's an up-close picture of everything, just so you can see how it looks. And I'll go ahead and try again. Why not? Wow. spices, they're dead on. You could add actually more cayenne pepper if you wanted. It's not very hot.